Welcome everyone, my name is Fernando David, and in this video I'm going to answer the most asked question of the week. And this week's most asked question is, how do I use vacation rentals to reach financial freedom? Well, the way I'm going to answer that question is going to be in general, because I think if you follow these fundamentals, you can get there regardless of the vehicle you're using. I used real estate and vacation rentals, but you don't have to. So before we get into all that though, I think it's extremely important that we define what is financial freedom. And in my opinion, financial freedom is very simple. It is being debt free and being able to do what you want, when you want, and how you want to do it. Right? It's that simple. It's not about an actual number. A lot of people think they need to reach a certain number or a certain income to be financially free or to create financial freedom, but that is not the case. I know plenty of people that make millions but have a lot of debt, are in stress, or have a lot of stress, can't do what they want, when they want, and how they want to do it, right? And on the flip side, I know plenty of people that make $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year, but are debt free, and they do what they want, when they want, and how they want to do it, right? So it's not about the actual number, it's how to apply the principles of money. It's that simple. So that's the definition of financial freedom. So let's discuss how we get there. The first one, and probably the most important one, is that you have to work. It blows my mind that people think that they can get to financial freedom without work. The only way that I am familiar, the only way that I know you can actually get there is by winning the lottery, right? But even winning the lottery, you have to do something to do it, to get it, right? But if you don't know, I'm going to tell you a secret. All those people that win the lottery, most of them end up broke, right? Because they don't understand the fundamentals of money. Right? And something that comes to someone easy, they usually don't appreciate it. So you have to work. You have to work your ass off. Now, there are vehicles, right? There are jobs that get you to this number quicker. And in my opinion, those jobs are the following, right? Jobs that pay you based on productivity, not hourly or by salary, right? Those are the type of jobs that, in my opinion, will get you here quicker. And here's why. You can work at a specific job. I don't care if you're a doctor, I don't care if you're an attorney. If you're getting paid hourly or by salary, no matter how hard you work, you're always going to get paid the same. So the potential of getting here quicker isn't there versus a job that pays you based on productivity, and more importantly, a job that you can scale. Now, here's a couple of things about that, right? There's three vehicles or three ways to do it. One through specialization, right? Specializing in something. The other one is through sales. And then the last one is in business. But here's what's important. Sales, we're all in sales. And I know people are going to say, oh no, I don't sell. My job has nothing to do with sales. Well, guess what? Yes, it does, because you need to sell you, right? When you're going to apply for that job, you have to sell yourself, right? If you wanted a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you have to sell yourself to that person. So mastering the art of sales, whether you think you're in sales or not, is a huge skill, a skill that's extremely important, because in your lifetime, you're going to have to sell something. Whether it's you or a product, you're still going to have to sell something, so that's important. Going back to specialization, I'll give you a couple of examples here on how specializing in something and being really good at it will get you to financial freedom quicker, right? I'll use the example of an athlete. Athletes specialize in a sport. They dedicate their lives to that specific sport. They get really good at it, and in many cases, the most talented person is, and in many cases, not the most successful person. It's the one that worked the hardest, right? Because a talented person will always be I'm sorry, a person that works hard will always beat a talented person that doesn't work, right? So specializing will get you here quicker, right? So athletes is one example. Doctors that specialize in a specific medicine is another example. And you don't even have to go there. I know barbers. I know housekeepers. I know people that wash cars or they're in the detail business. They get here quickly because not only do they specialize, but they know how to scale their business and they know how to sell, right? So extremely important you master those skills. And then the last one on this is business. I'm a big fan. I think the fastest way to get here is through a business, but you don't necessarily need to be the business owner to get there. But, and what I mean by that, there's plenty of number twos, number threes in a business that get here very quickly. But it's through a business is one of the ways you can get there much quicker. Next, extremely important. I think most of us were told this since youth. You take any financial class, they're going to tell you this, and the numbers matter. Here's what I mean by the numbers matter. You have to live below your means. If you make $1 million, but you spend $1.5 million, you're never going to get here, right? So you have to understand that living below your means is extremely important. I wrote here, max out your youth. Here's why I write that, and here's why that's important. If you are in your youth, for example, today, for me, the youth were anybody under 20, but today, probably anyone under 30, you should take advantage of certain things. If you're not married or don't have responsibilities, meaning, or liabilities in terms of children or spouse, take advantage of the fact that you're single, right? Don't spend all your money going out and partying, right? Don't do that. And statistics tell us that most people under 30 live at home. If you're living at home and you have a job and you're not taking advantage of that, you're an idiot, right? Sorry to say that, but you are an idiot if you're living at home and you're working and you're not taking advantage of that situation, right? Especially if you're living at home and you're single, right? Take advantage of that. This is a great opportunity for you. Don't blow it. Maximize your youth. When you get to my age, you're not going to have that opportunity you had when you were in your 20s. When you're in your 20s, you can take more risks. You can do a lot more when you're young than you can when you're older, but it doesn't mean you can't reach it when you're older. You still can do it, right? The next step is learning how to use leverage. I'm going to bring that up, right? If you're in your 20s and you don't have any type of responsibility, leverage that, right? You can leverage money. You can leverage your friends. You can leverage your work associates. Learn how to use leverage to get to this number quickly, right? And last but not least, invest. You need to invest your money in order to get here quickly, right? So I use real estate and I use vacation rentals to get there. But that's just the vehicle that I use, but you can use other vehicles, right? You can invest in the stock market. You can invest in businesses. You can invest in just about anything, but invest in something. But I particularly believe you should invest in something that you are familiar with, right? That you have a passion for, that you have an understanding in. So that's the last component. I hope this answered the question. I know it was extremely general, extremely brief, but if you have any specific comments about any of this or anything that I talked about, please comment below. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the notification button, and follow us on Instagram. And I'll see you next week on the Most Asked Question of the Week.